Once upon a time, in a small village called Amamihe, there lived a young lady called Oge. She was a simple woman who lived a quiet life, but she had a special skill. She knew the healing properties of herbs, agbo, because she had learnt about them from her grandma of blessed memory. People from all over the village would come to her when they were sick or injured. She would make herbal bitters or green teas for them, and they'll take and get better. One day, a terrible disease swept through the village. People were getting mysteriously sick, and the village turned to Oge, hoping that she could help them with her herbal bitters and green teas. Oge knew that this was a disease unlike any she had seen before, but she was determined to help. She went out into the nearby fields and forests, searching for herbs that might be able to cure the disease. Time passed, and Oge's search became more desperate. She was tired, hungry, and sick herself, but she refused to give up. The nearest hospital was a long way off from the village and terribly understaffed. And the resident doctor over there had so many patients to cater for all by herself in the midst of a separate medical emergency, Oge had heard. So Oge knew that the health of the villagers depended on her finding a particular herb her grandma had shown her. Luckily, she had snapped a photo of it when her grandma showed it to her. But now, search as she may, she just couldn't find it. She was about to give up and return to the village when the sight of something caught her eye. She turned and looked at it, and behold, it was the long-lost herb, growing on a tiny patch. Oge squealed with delight, quickly stooped down and gathered the herbs into her basket. Then she rushed back to the village. Things had gone from bad to worse, but she was determined. And so she prepared the herbs into a bitters drink and green teas and administered them to several villagers, and they began getting better almost immediately. She immediately shared a photo of the herbs to the villagers strong enough to go into the bush and told them the area where she had found the herbs. They went there in search for more and were able to gather enough for the rest of the sick villagers. In no time, everyone was healthy again, and they were very grateful to Oge. Oge sat happily in front of her house. She remembered when her grandma was passing on the herbal knowledge to her. If she had not listened and observed carefully, the villagers may not have quickly found a solution to their medical troubles. Epilogue. Oge began thinking more seriously of the need for the government to establish a health clinic with a medical doctor in the village to beef up the availability of medical solutions. And so, she and some villagers petitioned the Ministry of Health to provide these. Fortunately, the teaching hospital was able to help out. She was happy, for now her village had a variety of medical solutions available to it. She also established a herbal blog, and also a garden where she planted several herbs and taught young volunteers from the village their medicinal uses.